Hey guys, shall we here play more of the Agatha Christie the ABC murders? And I'm in this Marbury guest house to check the apartment where the suspected criminal lived, who we know because how they showed us that he is actually guilty. Maybe, probably.
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Tabb told me that you might be coming.
Tell her that she is of great help. Get annoyed seeing her peel potatoes. Sure.
I do not think that this is the right time to be peeling potatoes.
My lodgers have got to eat!
But you are contravening health regulations.
Well, it's not as serious as killing someone. I just wanted to help you. I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined.
Okay.
But when I see how I'm being treated, I wonder if I was right.
Congratulate her for her observation. Ask her how she knew about the ABC.
One moment, please. How did you know that Cust had underlined Doncaster in his railway guide?
I went and had a look in his room.
Oh.
I see. Do you make a habit of searching through your lodger's belongings?
Well, what are you going to do later? I bet you're going to poke around his room too.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
He's rather queer. He talks to himself. He has a bad cough. Because of the war, he says. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Ask her if it was blood. Ask where the stains were.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
Can't recall.
Cust used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Yes, although he was unwell on trains.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No idea.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
Yeah.
I remember one thing. Bexhill's by the sea, right?
Yes.
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Ask her to continue. Point out that Bexhill is not the only seashore.
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Ask for more details about the newspapers. Ask when he started buying the newspapers.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
Oh.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
That's interesting.
Take the key on the counter.
Maybe he's being framed and the blood is just for his coffin. His coffin of blood. Also, I love her. Who's this? I think I should know, but I don't.
I need the key to Cust's home.
Sure, let me get the key. It is so interesting that I arrive. Can I look at her?
This woman appears to be in a bad mood.
Yeah, because we just came in, she's helping us out, and we just gave her shit for peeling potatoes in the counter. Also, she's humming, so she's not in that much of a bad mood. Shoulders? Eyes?
Mrs. Marbury is taking out her bad mood on the evening meal's potato.
Yeah, the bad mood that we gave her. Gonna get the keys?
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
A kitty.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Yeah, but I wonder what it is. Anyway, can I get the key? How do I get the key? Here.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason...
Okay. Let's see.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Do I? What is the truth? I didn't see anything. Dude.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
If I did, it was because Mr. Cust wasn't here. What about it?
Accuse her of being a crook.
You rented the same room to two people. That's fraud.
Calm down, Mr. Poirot. My lodgings were full and I couldn't let poor Mr. Fishman sleep outside.
Okay. I think that's it. Let's go to his room now. We should interrogate Mr. Fishman to see whether, well, whether he saw something interesting. ABC guides.
ABC guides. Enough to sign about a dozen murders. It's closed. It's closed. ABC guides.
What else is there to see in this picture? The address?
It's closed. ABC.
Wait, what? Can I do something? The key. I'm confused.
ABC guide.
Okay. Let's check the cabinet. That's his cough medicine, maybe. Antitussive.
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher.
Right.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
That's quite interesting.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Yeah, but I thought he would steal the medicines from the two victims. Let's look at Surf in the mirror. And then there is this closet. Let's check it out. Neck broken.
Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder.
Pants.
Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
Churston murder onwards.
Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Yeah, because he's coughing blood on himself. He's not the murderer, maybe. Maybe. That's weird.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a red field typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Yeah, but the typewriter, this is important.
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it? Something is blocking the ribbon. Something is blocked. Something is blocked.
What is blocking the ribbon?
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
What about...
The right-hand reel has been removed.
What about the other one? I do not really remember that much how these machines work.
The left-hand reel has been removed.
Can I get it now?
Something is blocking the ribbon.
This thing in the middle?
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes. All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
That was very fast to determine.
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
No idea.
It's an ABC.
Okay, a knife.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon. This object will probably be useful to me.
Let's keep it then. Maybe we can murder the guy with that.
Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury.
Sure, are we done with the room then? What is
War
that?
of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Does he though? That is very hard to know from just a distinction.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
Is it though? Is it? The place looks fine to me.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Yeah. Looks fine. I guess I'm worse than him, so... Yeah. Looks kind of empty, so maybe I'm confusing emptiness with order. I think I'm done.
ABC guy.
Is there something else? The window? This is fine. What about the... this table here? Nope.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything else for me to do.
It is not the right...
I was missing one thing here, right? Yeah.
It's...
Oh, it's closed, so I can use this to open it.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings. Stockings.
Okay, there you go. I'm done with the room now. Right. So I'm done, dude.
It is not the...
Is there something else in here? No, this seems to be fine. Is there something here? Nope.
ABC guys. Enough to sign about a dozen...
Is there anything in particular with these stockings? Do I have anything? Should I take the things? Okay, this is open. What should I do? Maybe the window? Not really.
War of... An army dispatch. War of... An army dispatch. Wounded on the Somme front. Victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cost greatly deserves his distinction.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm missing. There? The floor? Oh!
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
There you go. I have all the clues that I need. Now, they're asking me where was Cust at the time of the Brexil murder. Do I know that, though? Well, he has paid. Maybury repaired the bathress on July. The Brexit local paper dating from the murder was in Cust's room. Cust's room was rented. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, probably. We don't know yet, though.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th. No use continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
Wait, did he? Did he buy the paper in?
All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here. From the Churston... The Bexhill Daily paper. Dated from the day of the Bexhill murder.
I get it. Funny that he only got the papers after the kill of the doctor. However, that day in Bexhill
Goodbye,
he bought
Mrs.
one.
Marbury. Thank you for your help.
I look forward to seeing you again, Mr. Poirot.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
Well, that's a good place to start, you know, because if he wasn't there, kind of makes it hard to incriminate him.
I had best talk to Jap.
Sure.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for.
That might prove the contrary. So here is
Now try and get our brain cells to work.
guilty until considered innocent, I guess. Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? I wonder. All letters sent to Poirot come from his typewriter. Yep. Cust was in Vexil the day of Betty's murder. He keeps the papers that talk about the murders. He has a knife. Actually, let's try to see what happened if he isn't guilty. He had blood on him, yeah, but that's fine because he can bleed. He lied about his destination. He keeps newspapers talk about the murder. Gust. Oh wait, it can be the fishman, because this lady keeps renting his room to other people. Gust wasn't, yeah, but let's see. Gust was in Andover. He lied about his destination. He has a knife like the one used to stab Sir Carmichael. Yeah, I don't know what to choose. He suffers from hemoptysis. Gust was in Charleston the day Sir Clark was murdered. Maybe that one should be changed. He had blood on him. Gust was in Vexil. Yeah, I'm not sure. He has hemoptysis. He keeps the papers. He was, yeah, this one is noted. Actually, was it possible? If it was possible, I'm gonna go for the no. Okay, he was there, so it was possible. Are there any common points between Cust and the killer? Well, the typewriter, the knife, and the ABC guides. Now, what else? Is Cust's behavior suspicious? It kinda is. He lied about his destination. He keeps newspapers, and he had blood on him. Really?
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
But they rent his place.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes. Yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
I think it's the fishman.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Is that even legal? Okay, so we have a couple of clues that we have to reconstruct at home. And this guy was waiting for us the whole time. I wonder how much we have to pay him.
To Scotland Yard, please.
The objects in my inventory can be modified. Good to know. And now is when I question this guy. Let's look at him.
This man is not in good shape.
Eyes. Hands. He's going bald. Okay, never mind.
He is worried and very tired. And other police have been hard on him.
Okay. Andover? Wasn't he in Davenport or something?
What do you want from me?
Ask if he knows who is speaking to him.
Good day, ABC. Do you know who I am?
Someone who's got it in for me.
I am Hercule Poirot, and I want nothing other than the truth.
Ah, you're the detective.
Talk about the letters.
Yes, I am the person you have been sending the letters to.
I didn't write these letters. I've already said so.
Acknowledge his innocence.
Très bien. You did not write these letters. But the question remains, who did?
Probably one of my enemies. I have many.
Do you? Admit that you do not believe he's a murderer.
I do not believe that you are capable of murder, Mr. Cust.
I hope not.
Okay, that is exactly what Poirot did. Insist on the fact that he enjoyed the war.
You enjoyed the war, Cust. Admit it.
I didn't want to be discharged.
Okay. Why? Let me give you something. I need to talk to you.
Take this. It will help you.
Thank you.
Okay, can we continue? Dude, drink faster, please.
Oh, good God, my shirt is covered in blood again.
Bon. I now know where the bloodstains Mrs. Marbury saw came from. Are you well enough to speak?
Yes, I feel much better.
Okay.
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But The army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Accuse him of the 3 murders, accuse him of killing Dr. Clark, get him to believe he's innocent.
Of course, you never considered killing a doctor who took such good care of you.
No, never.
Ask him if he acknowledges going to the 3 towns.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains.
That is true.
But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
What?
The company sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards.
That is interesting. So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself. It proves that you wrote them. No, it proves that someone wrote them.
So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself.
I don't remember. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Is this guy guilty? For real? I think he's been incriminated. Maybe give him this?
Take this. It will help you.
I'm just getting all the medicine out of my sleeve.
I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Did he?
Yes, I know.
What?
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
Why? New York objective. Talk to Jap. Sure. Is he in the...
And
Yep, he's
what
here.
conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I think he's innocent. What do we know about Cross's health? He says he did not. No. He had blood on him. He suffered from this. He has a problem with his throat. He did not appear to recognize Poirot. So, problem with his throat, hemoptysis, suffers from absences. Okay, is that not enough? Absences. Oh no, I took out the wrong one. Yeah, this one. This should be it. Gus is mentally and physically weak, not really the profile of our killer. Are there any clues that do not support Gus's guilt in the Churchton murder? In the Bexhill murder, there's a couple. Gus' collection starts in... Yeah, this one, maybe? He did not appear to recognize Poirot. So, Ghost shirtless button. Oh, this one. And he had no reason to kill him. He had blood on him. Oh, that one. So Kameko was attacked and the blood is spread in the direction of the sea. Is that not it? He had no reason. Oh well. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes. Yet we see quite the opposite. Are there any clues that support that do not support Ghost's guilt? He had no reason. He did not recognize Poirot. Really? It's not none of these combinations? Odd. He had blood on him. What about these two? There you go. There are several details which show that Ghost is not guilty. Can we say without a shadow of a doubt that Ghost is guilty? He had no reason, and he says he did not write the letters.
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
Wait, did he confess?
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
He's the perfect
Let us
person
look
to
at his
frame.
psychological profile. You will understand my point of view. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Yeah, his psychological profile is nothing. Is he clever? He's not. He's parsimonious, he keeps his pencils. He's not. Mediocre. Is Gus sure of himself? No, he isn't. Yep. He was not a very good salesman. Was he a seducer? Nope. Gentle as a lamb. Only this morning I understood. Medium-sized glasses, dark suit. Not the sort of man you'd notice. Maybe this one. Does he like trains? Nope. Not at all. Is he impulsive? Nope. And last one, maybe. Is he generous? Nope.
you see? Cuss' character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual or repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry?
We
What
have
should I
quite a
do?
bit though.
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
We know that the other guy wanted to incriminate this guy. He used a typewriter and so on. Anyway guys, that has been the video for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.